In this lesson, we're going to be talking about using SSL. SSL is the Secure Sockets library, which allows encrypted communication primarily between web servers and clients or browsers. But SSL has also been implemented with several other protocols as well. Now, we could connect to a web server on the Secure Sockets port, and we could issue a request, and we wouldn't actually get much of anything back here. The reason is because it's expecting some encryption or an encrypted handshake to begin the process of negotiation for encryption protocols. So I can't use Netcat in order to communicate with encrypted services. So what can I use instead? Well, openssl is a package that provides SSL and TLS encryption to web servers and various other communications protocols. So I can use openssl and the functionality that's in openssl to do the negotiation of the encryption for me. OpenSSL actually has a lot of functionality built into it, and what we're going to use here is we're going to use sclient. So I'm going to do sclient, and I actually get an error there. So let's take a look at the different things that sclient can do. So these are the things that I need to know about sclient. So instead of just sclient and having it prompt me, what it's really looking for here is for me to do the -connect thing. Now, I can also do things like specifying the certificate that I would use to negotiate the encryption, and I can specify a number of other things as well. Like, for example, I could specify that I want to use SSL version 2, SSL version 3, TLS version 1. So what I'm going to do here is sclient -connect, and it uses the form host:/port. So I'm going to connect to the host www.google.com on port 443, which of course is the SSL TLS port. So it's done a handshake here, and it says I've got a TLS version 1 connection up, and the cipher I'm using is RC4-SHA. The public key is 1024-bit. So you can see information here about the certificate that is in use by Google. So it's issued actually by Thought Consulting, and you can see that it's issued to Google in Mountain View, and the name is www.google.com. So we can check the specifics of the certificate using this. Now, I can just do what I would normally do when I am connecting manually to a server. I can just start typing the protocol commands, and it's going to do the encryption for me and send it on to the server. It's going to send me an encrypted communication back, and OpenSSL is actually going to decrypt it for me and show me the plain text. So that's actually what I've got here. I've got the HTML and the JavaScript from the web page that I requested, and it's been decrypted, and you can see that it's in plain text. So that's how you would use OpenSSL to do communication with services or servers that are using encryption in order to communicate with their clients. And since we wouldn't be able to type the encryption by hand or figure all of that stuff out, we would actually use OpenSSL to do that, and OpenSSL would handle all of the encryption for us, and then we're just typing commands. But that gives us the ability to communicate with servers that are using encryption.